Well, Scott, thank you for joining us at the culmination of this afternoon's game. First off, both your goals this afternoon came in the first half. If we then look solely at the second half, it was a 1-0 scoreline. How fair would you say it would be that there was a second half lull out there today?
Yeah, I think first half we were good without being brilliant. Second half, Farnborough I thought were much better than us. We didn't really get to grips with their energy. I think they played off the cuff a little bit, which kind of confused us. We were trying to work out what shape they were playing, but they had players popping up all over the place, and we tried to make ourselves a little bit more solid by making a couple of changes, and I don't think it really helped. We didn't get a foothold in the game in the second half, and I think overall we'll take a point. It's good to keep the extended unbeaten run going at home. It feels like a defeat with an 80th minute equaliser, but we can't be greedy because we weren't brilliant today. So overall, I think Spencer might argue that the second half they were better than we were in the first, and he might think that they should have gone on to win the game. But yeah, we'll take a point and move on to Tuesday night and hopefully get another 3 if we can.
Well, yeah, congratulations as well on that unbeaten run here at home. Of course, now spanning to 11 games. A first appearance as well in Rebel colours for Craig Hill. How did you rate his performance today?
Yeah, so when we signed Dan Lincoln, he made me aware that he was away for today. He was at his best mate's wedding, I believe his best man, up in the Lake District somewhere. So we knew that we'd have to find a replacement for today. And I've known Craig for a long time. He's played, I don't know, maybe 100 games in the Conference South, if not more. So he's someone that I know that I could trust. And I thought he was absolutely superb. I thought he was brilliant. Some of the saves that he's made, his kicking was brilliant. To come in and only have met the boys on Thursday night, I thanked him in the change room. The boys gave him a round of applause because that's not an easy thing to do, especially going in goal. You can kind of get away with it if you chuck someone up top. But I think he didn't put a foot wrong, and it just shows he's been playing step 5 this year because it suits with his work and things like that. But he's definitely a player that can play higher. And yeah, like I said, I thought he was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. So can we expect to maybe see him in another squad at some point going forward, maybe even as a backup?
Dan Lincoln's obviously our number 1, so it was just for today, but I think we've got him signed on now on a dual reg with Risborough Rangers. So our friend Mark Eaton, who's manager down there, didn't have any qualms when I asked him if he could come and play today because they don't have a fixture. So we're grateful to Risborough as well. Got a really good relationship with them. So massive thanks to them for helping us out. If we need backup with Dan Lincoln being unavailable or injured, I wouldn't hesitate on calling Craig again. But obviously we don't want to do. They've helped us out. It's not a case of going there and nicking their players. It's not the type of person that I am. It was just for today, but we'll see what happens later on in the season.
Well, it's certainly an amazing opportunity for him to come up here and and get that experience and any game time that he might get in doing so. And on to Tuesday then, of course. Hemel Hempstead Town coming here to Arbour Park. Lost 3-2 today away at Torquay United, and they're getting drawn towards the foot of the table. Some interesting results down there today as well. A huge victory for Truro City. How do you see that game playing out on Tuesday?
Yeah, it's obviously we want to try and win as many games as we can at home. I think our home form has been good. It's something that we're really proud of. Obviously, Hemel have had a long journey down to Torquay today. They've come out on the wrong end of the result. I think they were 2-0 up at one point as well, from what I've heard. So I think they'll be buoyed that they've gone and scored 2 goals at Torquay, which is not an easy place to go. I know they've had a little bit of a tough run of it lately, but form goes out the window in this league. I think we see that every week with the fixtures that are played, people beating other teams that you'd never expect. So we won't take it lightly for sure, especially when they're above us in the table. But I think it's a chance for both teams to get 3 points, which would be massive. It's so tight in sort of middle region of the table. So yeah, we'll come prepared. We've obviously got a couple of knocks and niggles today. So we'll have to make sure that we wrap a few in cotton wool over the next 48 hours and see how they are. So we looked like we had a healthy squad with loads of numbers, and all of a sudden it seems like it's been decimated today. So yeah, we'll see how we are. It's another great game to have at home on a Tuesday night where we're usually good. We might freshen it up, give some people a run out. So yeah, probably a lot of thinking to do over the next 72 hours or so.
Amazing. Well, again, thank you for your time, and yeah, well done on the point today, and we'll see you very soon.
Cheers, Luke. Thank you.